trying something risky as well, just given the fact that Tarson's behind at this point. What do you think?
Yeah, he really needs to do that. That's actually a pretty popular location to get your secret expansion when you're behind.
Yeah. Tarson now putting down a wall of tanks, but I'm just not liking the fact that Strelok can come in and contain him effectively, and it's not going to be too good for Tarson in the long run. We might actually start seeing a long... oh my god, here we go. We've got actually... Strelok, I didn't see this. Strelok actually had a dropship and is actually dropping on Tarson's cliff, and he's going to be able to shoot at Tarson's factory, so we're going to have to see something pretty quick here from Tarson to just avoid any further damage being occurred. Meanwhile, Strelok's sending out a second SCV to get a fourth base, but plenty of damage being done. Ooh, you don't really want to lose any more of those SCVs, mate. Yeah. Not looking too good for Tarson at the moment, is it? We've got another tank just coming in there by Strelok. I feel this is a diversion. I mean, this is not meant to win the game for Strelok. It's just meant to capitalize on his lead, and this is preventing Tarson from really trying to pull back into the game. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, absolutely. He's just solidifying his lead here. But it also has the potential to turn into a serious push up inside his main.
Right. Strelok's only remaining tank on the ground here is reduced to 13 hit points, and that's going to go down right now. So Tarson has managed to defend his base, but he's still in a very threatened position. What he might think about doing now is just gathering all of his tanks up at the natural and sending in a few SCVs out first, followed by the tanks, just trying to break this contain. Do you think that's possible, or has Strelok got too many tanks?
I think it's possible, but I think he'd also lose a whole lot of SCVs if he was to do that, and yeah, that would be tough.
I think he's really doing something a bit better than that, which is to assault the ground tanks from the cliff. And when you've got the higher ground, your tanks definitely have an advantage, and he's managed to kill a few of Strelok's tanks already. And this might actually allow him to move out. Notice that he's got a dropship, so he could use that dropship to land on the tanks while he's pushing out. And I think Tarson could definitely escape from this position if he needed to.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job here. It's really difficult to actually keep your cool when you're being pressured as hard as Tarson's being pressured, but he's doing a good job of just
absolutely. He knows
the right calls.
Yeah, absolutely. He knows it's make or break time. He's actually got to win this game if he wants to stay in the tournament and get 1,000 points towards his ranking instead of 750. Not the hugest stakes ever at this point in time, but everything counts when it's the TSL. You want to do as well as possible. 2 dropships up now for Tarson, and they're both full of tanks. Strelok now has a second base at the 9 o'clock position. Strelok hasn't scouted the base at the top left, although Tarson hasn't got that many SCVs there. Notice that he's built a pesky missile turret at the 12 o'clock just to make sure that Tarson doesn't expand there unnoticed. And Tarson manages to get some tanks around the lock, so I suspect he's heading towards that undefended expansion at the 9 o'clock for Strelok, but Strelok was probably going to be able to bring some airlifted troops in, I would say.
Yeah, Tarson has a bit of a window here where he can take out quite a few SCVs if he's careful.
Notice that he's coming in with another couple of dropships too, with also loaded up with tanks, so may actually be able to knock out this entire expansion, although Strelok's forces are coming in. Let's see if they arrive in time.
Yeah,
he's lifted off.
Yeah.
Right, Strelok's had to lift off, so Tarson doing well to take out one expansion, but you've got to feel that he's really concentrated the majority of his army at a position where Strelok can easily box him in and prevent him from doing much else. But if you've seen what I've seen, Tarson has actually possibly noticed Strelok's island expansion, and is in fact, he's moving in his dropship to actually take it out. So Strelok Tarson doing an excellent job at staying in this game. He's dropped off one load of tanks, and he's going in for the rest of them, possibly even bringing the other load of tanks in, and Strelok's going to have to be quick. He's bringing some dropships in now, so we've got a dropship drop war going on here. But I think Tarson's done extremely well to put pressure on both of Strelok's expansions at once, meanwhile keeping his own hidden expansion safe. So what do you think of this proposed comeback by Tarson?
I think he's doing a great job of staying in this. It's just amazing how quickly TVT can just shift around like that.
Yeah.
And there's a potential to make a bit of a comeback here.
That's right. You will have noticed that Strelok has actually defended the forces threatening him there, but at the loss of 2 expansions. He's kept 1 command center alive, but he's going to have to float it back in. And there is a chance for Tarson to actually regain an economic lead. If you notice here, Tarson's on 120 supply next to Strelok's 96 supply, and got Tarson almost upgrading +1 weapons, and Strelok is almost up, pretty much at the same stage, but possibly Tarson with an economic lead here, although I dare say that Strelok still has a positional advantage.
Yeah, Tarson's actually mining from 3 gas at the moment, I think, which is quite significant in TVT. Oh, big drop going on here.
Yeah, fuck. This is pretty extreme. Strelok actually has the unit advantage. I know I gave the supply count advantage to Tarson, but Strelok's troops are in the right place at the right time for the important battles like this, and that's what counts a lot of the time in these TVTs. Just as you said, the balance of the game can swing back and forward, and I think this game could potentially be over as soon as Strelok spots that expansion at the top left, and you've got to assume that he's going to be using scans before too long to look for it.
Yeah, definitely. He knows that something's up. He knows that there's some reason for Tarson to have as many units as he does.
Tarson, though, pushing out from his main, notice that there's only 4 tanks defending, and he's got a massive force coming out here, so Tarson just poised to take control of the map. Soon there's going to be a fight in the middle of the map, I suspect, and I think it's going to come down to whoever sieges up first and gets the main